Hi, everybody. Well, I have a great interview today. All the way from Texas is Max from UpdatesGH. You all know him. Max, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am good. It's a crazy time, and I guess you're giving us a lot of updates on what's happening on General Hospital. So
Yes.
how do you enjoy doing them, and how did you get started deciding to do this?
Well, I just started to make like one video, and so my first one was on Instagram, and then I just started to build up and make more fans.
Did you have any idea that you'd become so popular?
No.
And do you watch the show? Do you watch General Hospital? You do.
So we watch the show, and then we already know what happens. So the show, and then we do our video.
So you have to tell me, what storyline are you liking the most right now on the show?
Right now, there's a lot. There's like two. So
Okay.
number one, it's when Brooklyn and Wiley went to FaceTime Nina, and then Carly was in the background, and then Sonny was walking towards the screen. And number two, first of all, Mom never watches me. So I had to close my eyes on this part because there was some kissing, and I'm only 7 years old, so my mom doesn't let me watch the kissing. And so she told me that while Michael and Willow were kissing, Chase is in a wheelchair. And my mom can't remember if there was stairs or not. You can't go upstairs if there's a wheelchair. So is Chase and Dr. Austin gonna look?
I know, it's big, right? They shouldn't be, because Chase is married to her, is married to Willow, right?
Yeah.
And so right? That would be bad. Now, what do you think about Austin? He's new character played by Roger Howarth. Do you like him as Austin? Because you probably remember him as Franco.
Right? Yeah, he's the actor who plays Franco.
Did you like Franco?
Yeah.
I did too. Yeah. So what do you think about this Austin?
Well, I like him going as Dr. Austin, but for now, I think he's a bad guy.
Why do you think he's a bad guy?
I don't know, because he's like new on the show.
Right. Now, how long have you been watching the show? Mom got you interested in General Hospital?
Well, my mom has been watching it my whole life, and so I started watching it with my mom when I was 4.
Can I tell you something? So
What?
when I was really, really young, like your age, right? I did the same thing. That's how I got hooked on the soaps and General Hospital and other shows. I would watch them with my mom. And then later I had a whole career in it. So maybe you have a career ahead of you covering soaps or as a host. Would you want to do that?
Oh, I want to be a wrestler like John Cena. And so my favorite wrestler is John Cena. So I love the show, but I would really like to be a wrestler.
Can I tell you something else you're going to not believe?
What?
Guess what?
What?
I was a huge wrestling fan, and I actually worked for the WWE. I was a writer of Smackdown and Raw, and I left the soaps in 2000 and went to work for them, and I worked for the McMahons. And I wrote, so I love pro wrestling, and it was my dream to go work in pro wrestling when I was doing soap operas. Those were the two things I liked, soap operas and wrestling. Can you believe that? So I
don't believe that any bit.
It's true. It's true. And when I was there, The Rock was there, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I had
the Big Show,
X-Pac, Big Show. I did not have, John Cena was not there yet.
I know, he debuted in 2002.
Correct. So I was already gone. But I had like Mick Foley, and I had Trish Stratus and all these people, and I was on the road with them, and I still watch now. I check into Smackdown. and all of that. But I am a huge fan. So John Cena and Roman Reigns, right? Is going to be the match.
Yeah, at SummerSlam. What is your favorite what are your favorite wrestlers?
Well, my favorite wrestler of all time is actually Sting, who was in the WCW before he went to the WWE. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you can go.
No. He was my favorite. And I also became friends with Ultimate Warrior before Ultimate Warrior passed away years ago. We were very good friends.
He was in WCW too.
I know. And I knew him after he was in WCW and WWE. So yeah, I knew a lot of those guys. And the girl.
What? Yeah, you're not gonna believe this.
What?
Did you know that Sting and the Ultimate Warrior were a tag team?
Yes. Can you believe it? When they were really young, right? When they were starting out. Right?
Right. And I got like 3 action figures of Sting. I got him like in 2014. I got him in like 1989 and 1990. And then I got a Sting that was like in 2015.
Oh, he's my favorite. And by the way, I met him several times. And I actually did an event for soap operas with the WCW years ago. And Sting was one of the judges. And so I got to meet him, and he came to New York, and he was everything. He was such a good guy, Max. You would have really, really liked him. He was really good. It's always great when you meet the person and they're like you hope they will be, right? Because we really like them, right? And we hope they're going to be nice, right? So do you watch SmackDown and Raw?
Well, we don't watch Raw very much, but we go to our grandma's to our grandma's every Friday to watch
SmackDown.
Yeah,
I like SmackDown better.
Me too.
I like SmackDown better. Okay.
What is your favorite storyline so far? On SmackDown.
Right now? Or when?
Right now. Was it the contract signing?
That was okay. That was okay. I mean, I'm really excited. I hope Cena and Reigns will be a great match, right?
Yeah, right.
I think Roman Reigns, though, has been such a good champion for that show because everybody wants to take him down. He's been a really good heel, right? A really good bad guy for the show. Yeah. What do you think of Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks? She turned on. I was like, oh no. I was like, Sasha, I thought was going to be on her team, and then she.
Me too.
I know.
Dad and me saw it coming every time. Daddy and me knew that already. We knew that. You
did.
And so Sasha Banks came back. I think she came back because he wants her SmackDown Women's Champion back.
I think she wants it back. Yeah, she wants it back. I thought that was really interesting. Are you going to do updates WWE?
We already did an update. We did one on SmackDown, Money in the Bank, a SmackDown one again. I think we got 2 SmackDowns. We did the one where Sasha Banks turned on Bianca Belair. Max Updates, and the title name of it is Max Updates WWE.
Oh, perfect. And is that on your Instagram and Twitter?
Twitter. It's only on Twitter. So you should watch it.
I will. So the Twitter, everyone, is at MaxUpdatesGH, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right? And then if you want to follow Max's updates on Instagram, it's at STomlin21. So now back to General Hospital. Do you have a favorite actor on the show?
Sonny.
Maurice Bernard.
And did you know he follows me on Twitter?
I do.
Yes.
I'm very good friends with Maurice. We've known each other for many, many years. I just interviewed him.
So you're friends with Maurice Bernard, the Ultimate Warrior, and Sting?
Truth. But you know, Ultimate Warrior died.
I know. But Sting's still alive, so he's your favorite now.
Yes, he's always been my favorite. He's been my favorite wrestler of all time.
John Cena's been my favorite wrestler my whole life. Okay, I'm a big fan.
He's great. Have you met him yet?
No.
No.
I wish I could meet him.
I know, it's tricky because they're always so busy.
How can I go all the way to Newsbury, Massachusetts and meet him?
Where he's from?
John, how can I go all the way from Newsbury, from White House, Texas to Newsbury, Massachusetts, where John Cena lives?
I don't know, because here's the thing. I don't know if he's there that often anymore, right? Because he's in LA doing motion pictures, and then he's traveling now. He's back with the WWE, right? So now let me ask you this. What do you think on General Hospital of Carly? And what do you think of Jason? And what do you think of them getting married potentially, even though Sonny's alive?
I know. What I think the whole thing's gonna happen. Well, like in the next months when Jason and Carly get married, Sonny's eventually gonna come back and everyone's gonna know that Nina was keeping it a secret.
Now, what do you think should happen to her for keeping the secret? She wasn't very nice.
Yeah, she's gonna get kicked out of Port Charles.
I think there's gonna be a smackdown between Carly and Nina.
And Jax.
And Jax.
And Joss. And everybody who loves Sonny.
Now, what other storylines have you liked on General Hospital? What have you?
The whole Michael and Willow kissing thing, and chasing Dr. Austin walking in. I love the whole Dr. Austin thing, and the FaceTime against Nina and Brooklyn.
Okay, what about the whole Peter August story? Did you like that? You know, he was really bad, and then Finn and Elizabeth supposedly did away with him.
Yeah, you might have seen in one of my videos that I said, listen, every time Elizabeth and Finn meet, they like literally talk about Peter's body. And did you see the episode when Elizabeth told Jason and Finn told Anna? Finn and Anna went down to the sub-basement, found the freezer, looked in, body gone.
And were you shocked? Were you like...
Yes.
I mean...
That was like the last part I said in one of my videos.
Now, when you do these videos that we all love to watch you do you do them in like one take? Does it take you time to do them?
Yeah, well, my mom said I can make them longer, so I'm going to say yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay. And you guys work together? Does mom work with you on it? She films you, right?
Mom films me and I take the video. Well, I'm in the video doing the updates and mom takes the video of me.
Has anyone from General Hospital contacted you?
Ava Jerome wrote an email for my birthday.
Mara West. That's Ava Jerome. She's great.
Yeah. And guess what? Maurice Bernard, Kathleen Gaddy, Maura West, and Eden McCoy. That is Joss, Ava, Dr. Lisa, Dr. Albrecht, and Maurice Sonny. They all follow me.
Well, you're a star, Max. They want to.
I know. but there's two people who liked my video that doesn't follow me. Trina liked one of my videos and Valentine liked the same video.
Well, that's so cool. I mean, it kind of took off, right? It's like everyone's following you now to see what you have to say. Have you met any of the actors ever before?
Nope.
But part of it's because COVID-19's been going on, right? So we've all been in this pandemic, right? Because I host the GH convention. I don't know. I'm a moderator at the GH convention. So we had it for couple years, and then over the last 2 years, we couldn't have it. So I would go on stage and talk with the actors that you know from the show in front of a live audience, but we've had to cancel it. It's going to be next year.
What actors would you talk to?
Jeannie Francis, Laura, Maurice, Laura Wright, Michael Easton, Finola Hughes, Anna, all of them. We had the whole cast there. It was really, really neat. You'd be good at it. I think you'd be good at it too. You could ask questions. So is your mom there? I hear your mom's with you, huh? Hi, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
I have been, as somebody that's done this for so long, I have been so impressed with Max because he has such great command of being on camera and being able to speak and, you know, making it so fun. How did you decide to start doing this, or what made you to think this, to put him on camera like this on social media?
Well, it was his idea. When we first did it, it was this past December when we started, and he couldn't decide if he wanted to do wrestling videos or general hospital videos. And I said to him then, you have to pick one because you're not going to find anyone who likes both. And I'm honestly, yes, I mean, but it's not just you. I have found every day somebody new that watches it. And I guess it makes sense because in a way.
I mean, it's so funny you say that. That's what I was trying to say. When
Right.
I was working at Soap City at Sony Pictures I was leaving there and I was looking for the next thing. And I always thought of wrestling as soap operas in the ring.
Right.
It's a soap opera.
Yeah.
The stories are constructed, right? The pay-per-view is the cliffhanging thing and the payoff. So, yeah.
Well, I'm still in shock. Every day I find somebody new. And so that's why we started his WWE Twitter, because everyone was like, Smackdown updates. So that's what he does every Friday night. He does that as well.
Oh my gosh. So do you kind of take me through like how you work with him on it? So what's your kind of process do you just shoot him or do you guys have ideas of what you want to talk about, or do you just camera on and roll?
Right. And, you know, you asked him earlier, do you do it in one take? And, you know, 90% of the time, yes. And he'll forget storylines. Like the other day, he forgot to mention that Michael and Willow were kissing. And you could hear me remind him. He didn't say it, but he'll have it in his mind because we literally started right after the show ends. I'm like, okay, let's do our update. But we watch at night. We watch on Hulu, so we don't do it until after 7.
So after you watch it on Hulu, you'll then film?
Yeah, just shoot a little video and post it, yeah.
And then that goes up that same day, same night?
Right, yes, I'll kick him out to go get ready for bed and I'll post it on, on social media. So, yeah.
Now, what about the WWE updates? Will you do that every Friday after Smackdown? Right.
They don't get home until 9. So it's usually later. He'll get home and he'll remember. I'm telling you, the kid he's much more of a wrestling fan than he is General Hospital, and he won't forget anything. He'll just spout off what happened.
Today in Smackdown, there's a lot that happened. John Cena was supposed to accept Roman Reigns' match at Summerslam, but then Finn Balor came in. And he just had a match with Sami Zayn. Finn Balor came into Roman Reigns, and Finn Balor said, I'm not here to acknowledge you. I'm here to accept your challenge. So it's Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Finn Balor went against Sami Zayn, and Finn Balor won by his finishing move, the cooter girl. Today's in the hospital. This is what happened. Portia, why would you even be friends with Tori Astor when you took her man? Curtis even wants a divorce because Curtis wants to be with Portia. What? So Curtis is obviously cheating on Jordan Asner.
Cena walked in on Aunt Stella and on Aunt Stella and Portia, while Aunt Stella said, listen. Why would you want Curtis in your life while you had him back then, and now you want him again now? And Cena saw, and I saw her about to cry.
He's amazing because I'm telling you, this is what I did as a young boy, just like Max. I would remember everything. I had a photographic memory. I could get the names, the moves, he has that kind of brain.
Right.
Which I so appreciate because that's how I ended up doing this. Max, I'm telling you, you may have a career in all this later. You just watch.
He constantly amazes me every day. So I live in wonder of him sometimes because I couldn't do it.
Now, how does it work during COVID? Has it been with schooling, or what do you have to do at this point?
We have always homeschooled.
Oh, even before.
Even before, yeah. So it hasn't honestly affected us at all. We haven't stopped. We live in a pretty small area, so we just did smaller groups, and we do school year round basically. So we just take time off as we need it.
Max, does mom have a favorite on GH, you think? Who's her favorite?
Oh,
Who's your favorite? Ava Jerome.
She's an excellent actress. She's made for soap operas.
Amazing. Now, who's her favorite guy on the show, Max?
Mine or his?
Who does Max think yours is?
You already know.
Valentine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now what goes on? Max was saying you have to cover his eyes during the kissing scenes or something, or how does that work?
Well, sure, because it's very rare, where they have those scenes, but when they do, of course, I'm not going to let him watch all that. And
you just jump in front and put it, like, what do you know?
He does it himself, he's very respectful. So I don't have to tell him, and you can pretty much tell when it's going to happen.
Dad knows you do the updates, right?
Yeah, he follows Instagram and Twitter, and my grandma follows me.
So the whole family.
Yes, of course.
So what does Dad think of this, Sarah?
Oh, he thinks it's a hoot. He just, yeah. My husband, he sort of is into the show too, and he listens to a podcast and try to keep up to date on it. So, yeah.
Why do you think General Hospital is the best show?
I don't know, because it's all the cool scenes.
All the cool scenes.
Cool scenes.
Likes the drama.
The drama. Yeah. Is there somebody you want to meet the most, Sarah, from the show?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm indifferent, but it's not as important for me as it would be for him. But of course, if I had to pick somebody, I would pick Ava. She just seems like a really nice woman, and she's a great actress.
If I would have to pick, I would go Sonny.
Of course.
Of course you would go Sonny.
And Valentine.
Well, your mom would be happy about that.
Yes, of course.
So mom goes with Ava, I go with Sonny, and mom and me both go to Valentine.
Right.
Okay. Well, guys, this has been so much fun. Max, I can't believe it. We're going to have to stay in touch on this wrestling soap opera thing.
I'm going to tell my brother that you were friends with wrestlers.
I'm going to be watching all your updates, Max.
Thanks.
All right. So everybody, you follow MaxUpdatesGH on Twitter, or you can follow him on Instagram at stomlin21. So it's WWE updates will be there and GH updates. And I can't wait to see more. And Max, I think I made a new friend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, so much for your time.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.